name is Ryleigh King, and today I'm going to be talking to y'all about why do homicide cases go cold. Being the daughter of a police officer, I have always been interested in crime and the causes behind it. Most people think Jackson is a rather quiet city with minor crimes, but that is definitely not the case. With a crime rate of 47 per 1,000 residents, Jackson has one of the highest crime rates in America compared to all communities of all sizes. Jackson crime rates are 87% higher than the national average, and violent crimes in Jackson are 156% higher than the national average. With this information, you have a 1 in 22 chance of becoming a victim. Furthermore, the Jackson Police Department has 52 unsolved homicide cases from 1990 through 2015. Before doing research, I thought I knew what a cold case was and why I went cold. However, myself and many others are actually wrong about the true cause of a cold case. In this speech, I will address what a cold case is, if and how it can be reopened, and the success rate of solving it. A cold case can be defined as an unsolved criminal investigation, that of a homicide or abduction, that has stopped being actively pursued because of a lack of evidence. Nearly 185,000 cases of homicide and non-negligent manslaughter went unsolved from 1990 to 2019, and in 2019, 6,544 cases were cold. The number of these unsolved cases increases every year by 6,000. Even if this sounds hopeless to you, cold cases can actually be opened back up. If a family member wants the cold case to be reopened, they can do a few things, such as meet with the investigator that originally worked on the case and have the right tools, supplies, and spirit to give this case their all. The first step is to gather all the evidence that currently exists regarding the cold case. That may include client collections of evidence, information from the crime and criminal investigations, and even social media data. Especially when it comes to a cold case, gathering all existing evidence is crucial because it helps you develop an understanding of where you are currently. There are plenty of legal research tools you can use to gather this evidence. Even if you're not officially connected with the case, you might be able to gather a lot of evidence just through requests for information. Much of the information connected to cold cases is now in the public domain, whether because it's been so long or because journalists have requested it. Next, you will need to locate witnesses. This is typically the part that causes the case to become cold. Even with the best private investigative tools, you need to be willing to do your own work to come up with answers for many of the things you're looking through. Cold case investigations typically require that you talk to a lot of people. Ideally, you want to find people of interest in all their available public records. A good public and private records software will have up-to-date contact information like utility bill records. From there, when you contact someone, you'll be able to ask some questions that these public domains didn't already cover. To make sure you don't ask questions that you already technically have the answer to, you'll want to do as much legal research as possible early on in the process. Lastly, present the case data and files to a cold case unit that works with the department in the appropriate jurisdiction. If the original investigator is cooperative, he can turn over the information to such a unit. However, if he feels opening the cold case is unwarranted, you may need to personally meet with the cold case unit or supervisor and ask for new examination of evidence. In addition, new evidence or new technology that can better interpret evidence provides justification for reopening a cold case. Even after doing this, police departments will only reopen cold cases if investigators can determine the availability of witnesses, motives, and suspects. The success rate of these cases being solved, however, is low. About 1 in 10 cases are cleared. Being cleared means that at least one person is arrested, charged with the commission of an offense, and turned over to the court for prosecution. Nationally, the solved murder rate has fallen from 79% in 1976 to 69% in 2019. Even with the success rate being fairly low, the chances of solving cold cases are forever increasing due to advancements in technology, scientific procedures, and DNA profiling that provides hope for the future. These advancements will positively impact the investigative work and hopefully decrease the amount of cold cases reported annually. With this information, I once again hope I provide you with a better understanding of what a cold case is, if and how it can be reopened, and finally, the success rate of solving it. With this research, I have found that even the darkest situations in life, such as cases being cold, always have a small piece of hope no matter what.